ain't I work a plan now? Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the Eagles. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the rink. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards there and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game, maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the... And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about. A chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run with Sanders off the option. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least...
He's got a man complete. The 20. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They go play action here on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Brandon Cooks, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Darnell Mooney, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdown runs. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They juked him.
Christian Watson, the ball carrier. The tackle made.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 26. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Another run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
An option handoff given to Sanders. So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's in some pain out there. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Brandon, from our time in college football, the receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Complete to Miles Sanders. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 31.
Brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one is right through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They run with Sanders off the option, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense. Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and the deficit will hold pat at 13. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short. Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place. They'll start with the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. the gun. He'll hand this off.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 3.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
Sanders again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On second down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Look at the big man rumble. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room to roam now. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. So now the Eagles down by 8. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tennessee, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.